The Silk Road was a vast network of interconnected trade routes that spanned across Asia, connecting the east to the west. It played a significant role in facilitating cultural exchange, trade, and the spread of ideas and technologies between different civilizations for many centuries. The Silk Road was not a single road but a complex network of trade routes that traversed Asia, linking regions such as China, India, the Middle East, Persia, modern-day Iran, Central Asia, and Europe. These routes included both overland and maritime routes. The land-based Silk Road was divided into several branches, with the two primary ones known as the northern and southern routes. The northern route stretched through the Eurasian steppe, from China's northern regions through Central Asia, Persia, and into Anatolia. The southern route passed through the deserts and oases of Central Asia, eventually reaching the Levant, India, and the eastern Mediterranean. These routes were punctuated by trading hubs, oasis cities, and settlements that facilitated commerce and cultural exchange. The Silk Road's geographic scope incorporated a stunning variety of landscapes, from arid deserts like the Taklamakan and Gobi, to fertile river valleys such as the Tigris and Euphrates, as well as lofty mountain ranges like the Himalayas and the Pamirs. These geographic features presented both challenges and opportunities for Silk Road travelers, shaping the types of goods traded and the cultural exchanges that occurred. Moreover, the maritime Silk Road extended along the coasts of the Indian Ocean and the South China Sea. These sea routes connected to the land-based Silk Road at various ports and harbors, facilitating the movement of goods, people, and ideas between East and West. The geographic diversity of the Silk Road was a fundamental aspect of its historical significance, as it facilitated the exchange of not only silk and other valuable commodities but also cultural elements, technologies, religions, and languages. This intersection of geography and trade helped shape the interconnectedness of the ancient world and contributed to the rich tapestry of human history. The Silk Road was most active during various periods of history, including the Han Dynasty in China, 206 BCE – 220 CE, and the Roman Empire in the West. However, it continued to be important for trade and cultural exchange well into the medieval period. The Silk Road, a vast network of interconnected trade routes that crisscrossed Asia, holds immense historical significance. It emerged as early as the 2nd century BCE, flourishing through various dynasties and empires, including the Han, Tang, and Byzantine. The exchange of goods like silk, spices, and precious metals was a crucial aspect of the Silk Road, spurring economic growth and connecting distant civilizations. But it wasn't just about trade. The Silk Road served as a bridge for the exchange of cultures, technologies, religions, and ideas. Buddhism spread from India to East Asia, Christianity and Islam journeyed to the east, and the secrets of papermaking, gunpowder, and silk production traveled to the west. This cultural exchange was reciprocal, enriching both the East and the West. Moreover, the Silk Road played a pivotal role in the dissemination of knowledge and scholarship. The exchange of texts, philosophies, and scientific discoveries fostered intellectual growth and innovation. It's also worth noting the Silk Road's impact on geopolitics and diplomacy, as the movement of merchants and diplomats along these routes established diplomatic ties and fostered cooperation among different empires and cultures. The rise and fall of empires were often intertwined with their control over key sections of the Silk Road. In essence, the Silk Road was a crucible of human interaction, shaping the course of history, fostering cultural diversity, and promoting the interconnectedness of civilizations that continues to influence our world today. The Silk Road was named after the lucrative trade in silk that was one of its primary commodities. However, it was not just about silk. Various goods were exchanged, including spices, precious metals, textiles, ceramics, tea, paper, and more. Additionally, the exchange of ideas, religions, such as Buddhism, Islam, Christianity, and Zoroastrianism, and technologies, like papermaking and gunpowder, was a vital aspect of the Silk Road. The Silk Road, a historic trade network spanning Asia, was the epicenter of global commerce. Named for its prized silk trade, it facilitated the exchange of goods that enriched civilizations across the East and West. Luxuries like silk, spices, and precious metals were transported alongside practical items like paper, gunpowder, and tea. The Silk Road created a platform for cultural interchange, fostering understanding, and enabling the spread of philosophies, religions, and technological innovations. It symbolized the dynamic relationship between commerce and cultural exchange, cementing its place in history as a catalyst for global trade and the diffusion of knowledge. The Silk Road facilitated the exchange of not only material goods but also ideas, languages, art, and religious beliefs. It played a crucial role in spreading cultural elements between East and West, contributing to the enrichment of civilizations along the route. The Silk Road, a network of trade routes spanning thousands of miles, was a vital conduit for cultural exchange. It served as a vibrant crossroads where diverse societies intermingled, shared ideas, and enriched their cultures. The exchange of goods, art, literature, and religious beliefs across regions fostered a unique blend of traditions and inspired cross-cultural pollination. Buddhism, Christianity, and Islam spread along the Silk Road, while technologies like papermaking, astronomy, and the compass were shared. It was on this historical path that the world witnessed a remarkable fusion of languages, philosophies, and artistic influences, shaping the rich tapestry of human heritage. The decline of the Silk Road routes began in part due to the expansion of the Mongol Empire in the 13th century, which increased stability and security along the routes but also reduced the need for intermediaries. Additionally, maritime routes became more prominent with the age of exploration in the 15th century. The decline of the Silk Road was marked by various factors, including political instability, the shift of trade routes due to conflicts and the fall of empires, and the emergence of maritime trade routes. The Mongol Empire had increased stability along the Silk Road but also reduced the need for intermediaries. With the age of exploration, maritime routes became more prominent, bypassing overland trade. Gradually, the vitality of the Silk Road waned, but its historical legacy as a hub of cultural exchange and trade continues to inspire and shape the world. The Silk Road, after centuries of obscurity, experienced a renaissance in the 19th and 20th centuries when explorers, archaeologists, and scholars reignited interest in its history. They embarked on quests to uncover the remnants of this ancient trade network, revealing lost cities, forgotten artifacts, and valuable texts that shed light on the Silk Road's significance. Today, this rediscovery continues to captivate and inspire, as the legacy of the Silk Road is preserved in museums, research, and the study of global history. The Silk Road remains a symbol of the interconnectedness of the world's civilizations and the role that trade and cultural exchange have played in shaping human history. It had a profound impact on the development of societies along its routes and continues to be a subject of fascination and study in modern times. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe.